Baby. What's going on, guys? This is Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ. Back again for another great episode of the Fantasy Trash Talkers, episode 3 for that ass with my co-host, Orlando. Let's get it. So,
what's up?
Things to go over. I mean, we picked the divisions last week. I did it live. I did the lottery. How do you feel about the results?
I like the results. I mean, you never know. I mean, from year to year, owners could be so different. You know, someone can get an injury, and that team can just shit the bed the rest of the year. So, I mean, right now the divisions, everyone's saying Division 2 is like the powerhouse division or whatever,
Obviously.
but
Champions League.
But I mean, you never know. There's contenders in all the divisions. Obviously, I'll win my division pretty easily, and then we'll see who comes out of Division 1. I mean, 2.
Let's give it a bean. If you do not win your division, you are trash.
No,
you will have to just burn both jerseys behind you if you lose.
No, that's never gonna happen.
Well, we already gone over the punishment. For people that don't know, you're going to be wearing a Butler top, and you're going to be serving us at our local bar. Calling us by choice of name. Of course, I'm going to have to think of a great name to be called. What would your name be called? Because I know we're not coming in last week, either one of us, so we could talk about this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have whoever comes in last call me. I don't know. I want to be like super disrespectful and just like super grimy.
I'm thinking about being like super slimy and like grimy with it. Like you're gonna have to call me this every single time.
Yeah, like I don't know.
We got plenty of time to think of it, and I'm gonna think of a good one. And they also have to announce when we go to the bathroom, take our beer piss breaks. They're gonna have to announce us like loud as hell, which will be dope.
I'm gonna be breaking the seal early that night.
Early. Be like, Sir Daddy is going to the bathroom.
Yes.
But the divisions, man, I'm gonna go over them real quick. This is why I think my division, Division 2, raise up. Shout out to y'all. Division 2, we got Sam, Kyle, Champion, JT, Ransard, me, and Ralph. That is a very stacked division. For the simple fact, JT came in second. I'm former champion. Kyle won. Great. Sam was always a contender, but we talked about it last week. He just had no in-season moves. He didn't know who to start, and he was so hell-bent on not trading anybody. So there was times where we could have helped this team, but I think I'm actually glad we didn't because we could have helped this team to the dance, and then that would have fucked us both. But, that's how that goes. But I think our division's stacked, but Division 1, come on now. You got some clowns in there. You got some guys that are not going to show up week to week.
Yeah. I mean, that's just good for me. I mean, that's what I want. I mean, I'm still going to have to play. It's not like you only play the people in your division. I'm still going to have to go out and play. I haven't looked at the schedule yet, but we'll probably play each other. I'll probably have to play 4 people from that division anyway. So the only thing that's good about the divisions is those people you play twice. But I mean, you got me in that division as a contender, making playoffs every year, championship game back-to-back years.
Hold up.
You got Zoe. What?
What? You got your chink in the armor with Desmond, Mr. Undefeated.
Yeah, we got Desmond in there, who I have yet to beat. Last year, he beat me twice. And then he beat me in the playoffs on some.
I feel like this is going to be something ongoing for years now. It's going to be like a tally record. Orlando.
That's 0. good. That's good. He had his time last year. He had his year, and then this year.
I wouldn't even call it a rivalry, though. I don't even think you guys are head to head to each other. It's just kind of like it's something that's known now. Like Desmond beat you twice.
He just got the better of
me
last year.
And say luck. We'll pull up the points.
It happens to the best of us.
Right. You lost to a Chargers fan that had 4 or 5 Chargers he ended up on his roster, which is crazy. But
that makes it even worse.
now we got Zoe in your division as well. I'm not gonna say he's a top competitor because he's been given a lot of mid as well. But Rancher has some things. He has some smoke for him. He's in Division 2. So I'm gonna be waiting to see Zoe versus Rancher. That's my matchup that I need to see. That's the matchup I'm waiting for. I'm not even worried about my schedule. When I see that matchup come up, I'm circling that on the calendar, and I need to see that. The chat will be live.
Yeah, they definitely like to go back and forth. It's entertaining, though. I mean, I just sit back, I laugh, and just.
That's beef. That's real beef. All smoke. But Rancher was on here talking spicy last week about my man Zoe, but I think we need to bring Zoe on so he can get his response. What you think?
Bring him in.
Yeah.
What's good, fellas?
Oh man.
Thank you for having me. I mean, I can finally defend myself. So Rancher was talking greasy. Greasy. He thinks it's a rivalry. It's not a rivalry, honestly. It just so happened that I told him to draft Russell Wilson over Cam Newton because he was going to go Cam Newton and Tyrod Taylor again. And honestly, what would his record be if you drafted Cam Newton off of the year that he had last year? Garbage. For him to never make the playoffs and call me mid, that's wild because I was in the playoffs the year before. I finished third. So
that is true.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. And the funny thing is, Orlando, you want to know what Laquan and Rancher both have in common? They both haven't beaten me in 2 years. Look it up. But I'm mid. I was
Out of those 2 years, I came home with gold though. Out of those 2 years, I came home with the gold, so that's irrelevant stat.
The first one. What happened the first year? Tradegate. I had a terrible team. Zeke was sold out.
My name. That's this guy.
Hey, it still happened. That's in the past, though. I'm not even worried about that.
Don't worry about the past. He's stuck on the past now, talking that smoke to the committee.
But did you beat me last year?
Hey, what Orlando say? You get the best of us. You get the best of us.
just like Rancher. He didn't beat me last year. He got trashed. Got dogged. Anyway.
Oh, my God. I'm still stuck on this man actually thought about Cam Newton over Russell Wilson. What the fuck?
To me, it's a no-brainer. Sometimes I gotta help people. I felt bad, but he gonna think otherwise.
Nah, I don't feel bad. Cutthroat season.
Oh yeah,
should have just said, go ahead, take Cam. See, I'm tired of y'all playing friends. There's no friends come draft day. Don't ask nobody who you should draft. If you ask me, yo, should I take LaShawn McCoy or should I go with Tariq Cohen? I'm going to tell your ass to draft Frank Gore. That's how I'm going to hype you up. There you go. Take Frank Gore.
Man.
Last question. All smoke when it comes to draft day. No friends.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned drafting because, last year I had the first pick and literally Ralph and Kyle, the champion, both copy my draft style. Running back, tight end. I don't know why. And
speak on that.
It's funny because Kyle's the winner of the league, and he panicked and got a tight end the third round too. And had I not taken Kamara and chose McCaffrey, I probably would have won. But the thing is, I almost let Ralph into the playoffs, and he would have won. So essentially, Kyle. That belt, like you got to prove it to me still, because I won by 1 point. I was going to tank anyway, but I still beat Ralph. So if anything, he should be thanking me for that belt. Just off the draft and for not even letting Ralph into the playoffs. So
yeah, Ralph would have been a problem in the playoffs. He would have been a super problem.
Twice.
200 back-to-back points. That would have been a super. That I feel like Kyle's title isn't like something that we need to hold up like that's God. Like, nah, bro. We know
that's a question mark. That's still suspect.
Yes.
When he proves to me that he can draft for himself, I might give him some kudos, some cool points, but nah.
You can't give someone kudos for drafting the best player. I mean, CMC if I had a first pick, I would have drafted CMC. So the fact that he fell to 3 was just like it's like a gift. Like here you go, here's the best running back in the league.
Going into the draft, you could have either went Saquon, Kamara, or McCaffrey. Everyone knew that.
My early rankings for that year was Saquon or Kamara or Zeke, but obviously Zeke holding out, he dropped to the back of the draft, so Kamara jumped up obviously to be the next option. But looking back at it, I mean, Zeke ended up signing. Zeke ended up, doing pretty well. Not his best seasons, but like I said, CMC, it's a no-brainer, bro. No-brainer every single season.
Now it is, but like even
it is forever.
Mark Ingram left. Kamara's supposed to be the bell cow. And then what happened? He just shit the bed, honestly. And Drew Brees got hurt. He couldn't be the bell cow.
Narrative that's out there, though. Like, you got to understand, like, we want Kamara to be the bell cow, but he's really not. My man averages at least 65% snap opportunity. That's not bell cow numbers. Bell cow numbers are at least 75 to about 90, obviously up. No guy's going to be on the field 100% of the time. But we want him to be the bell cow, but I honestly don't think he can handle that workload. Because, like, the thing that we love about him, that he brings PPR relevance when he's catching the ball and everything, we're all like, woo, 25 points. But then we're looking at his rushing attempts. It's like between 10 to 15. It's not up there to be saying he's a bell cow. So you take away those passing abilities from him, he's an average mid-tier fucking running back, honestly, because it's not anything like that's too crazy. I honestly don't think he's healthy enough to actually run that bell cow, title, being that I don't know if you guys know, but 81 catches 3 years in a row. No cap. Right on the dot. 81, 81, 81. So you know what you're getting out of Kamara. That's why I feel like this year he's such a safe pick. Like, if you have him at the 5th or 6th spot, it's a safe pick getting him because you know what you're getting. You have an elite running back still, and you don't have to worry about the headaches, going into the second round looking for a top-tier running back. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah. What do you think about you think Dalvin Cook can repeat the year he had last year, minus the injury at the end of the season?
I think so.
I'm capping. He will. I mean, I think we all know the main issue, though. Like, he can't stay healthy, and we don't really see him in the playoffs. Like, he doesn't show up. That's my main concern about him. But I'm all for it. If I can get him, if he falls to me, then yeah, cool. I'll take him for sure. But I definitely don't think he's over Kamara.
Yeah, he's probably going to be a mid-round pick. And honestly, me personally, I wouldn't draft Kamara until like 8 or 9. Like, I'll take a wide receiver or even reach for like Austin Eckler.
I think that's fair. That's fair to say. I think D-Hop is still going in the first round, a little too far in the first round, honestly, in my opinion. We've seen elite wide receivers go to new teams and not exactly mirror what they did previous years. My only prime example I could probably bring up as of recent is Odell Beckham. But, they're two different type of receivers. Let's just put that out there as well. But I think that's fair to say where Kamara can go. Like I said, he's a safe pick. And Dalvin Cook, I don't know. Tell me why you're sold on him, Orlando. You keep bringing his name up. You, like, really love him. Like, I watched, like, the last 2018.
Damn, fantasy man crush number 1.
Yeah, for
that
real.
That was my guy last year. I was high on him. I was high on him last year. And I ended up getting him, and he was like the number 2 running back behind CMC. He was guaranteed like 20 points a game, like over 100 rushing yards. They use him in the passing game, and he scores touchdowns. He's their workhorse. So that's why I liked him last year, and he ended up doing above and beyond what I needed him to do. Wasn't enough, but that's not his fault.
Yeah. Yo, how many times he gonna get you to the playoffs but not show up? Like,
he got banged up. He got banged up at the end of the season, and that kind of hurt me too. But
round 1 of the playoffs against Detroit, a bad team, he put up 13 points. Maybe because it's division rivals, whatever. Yeah. Round 2, he puts up 4 points, and he doesn't even play in the championship game. If you would have made it to the championship, that right there is a red flag that I cannot buy for no type of top tier running back. I can't buy that if he's not going to get me to the dance and, perform in the dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the jury's still out on him, though. I mean, this is what his only – last year was like
His first season.
full season. So
yeah,
he's still young. He's still got
up,
time.
He was still banged up, but we'll take it for what we can. He puts up points, like you said. He puts up touchdowns, and we all love TDs. I mean, so there's that.
I'm gonna take a drink for that.
They sound the same, so fuck it.
So who do you think, Laquan, will be your rival this year in being with the division that you have?
I feel like it's Lee. Even though he's not in my division, I think there's some tension. There's some smoke there. Because he kind of thinks he's coming for my neck, and I keep coming for him. So I feel like he's my new rival. I really don't see anybody else like wanting to smoke with me because I think I've proven myself these last 3 years in the league. So, most points scored twice, championship, 10 to 3 years,
No, that's a lie.
How's that a lie? You got the receipts?
Yeah, 2018, I came in second. Roman was in first.
Wow, I finished 7-8 or some shit like that. Whatever, great. I had one bad.
So you just lied. So you just lied.
No, I didn't. I said 2.
Yeah. Where's the second year? Where's the second year?
So what?
Okay.
I got a championship belt. My name on that belt, sir. How about you?
You right. Coming soon.
Don't make me you. Don't come for me. Could you?
Look,
you
I'll be the first person to get muted. That's fine. Just know I proved my point that you haven't beaten me in 2 years.
I put Rancher backstage the other day.
Shit, you probably deserved it. Trash ass.
He was acting up. But I feel like my week 1 matchup, I faced JT, and I see him as like a newcomer threat. Maybe he got lucky, last year. Maybe that's beginner's luck, but I feel like he's pretty knowledgeable about the game. I mean, obviously he's a homer. Like he said, he got like 3 Raiders last year. Everybody's a homer to a certain extent, but he tried to fill the board with all positions, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers. He would have got Carr if Carr was like available to him anyway, but he ended up with Carr anyway. So that doesn't even matter. But I feel like my week 1 matchup will be something to watch for the simple fact, I think that will set the tone for at least my division. You know what I mean? Because a lot of week 1s, I think it's Kyle versus Zoe. Is it?
Who you got? Problems. I got Nate.
Oh, okay.
I got Nate.
I'm thinking about the schedule before we randomize it again, then, because it was a lot of matchups that were setting the tone for the divisions. But I think me and JT sets the tone for real, being that I finished 3rd, he finished 2nd. So there's going to be a lot of shit talking going on that day. But overall, I feel like my division is pretty competitive. You two, like I said, Orlando or you, Zoe, if you guys lose, if you guys don't win that division, you both are trash. And that's on God. On God. There's no way none of you come out of that division not on top. If I see you guys like in the mids, y'all still getting flamed up for that.
I think you need to worry about making it out of your own division before you
Right.
Sure. I got that covered. I'm fine. I got Ralph 2 times this year.
I mean,
I'm Gucci.
Ralph is not that bad.
What Ralph are you
seeing how he almost got the title.
Almost. Don't get you the title though. The
He
thing
put
is, he
200
drafted
up on you.
the fucking 6th round. Back-to-back years.
Well, you
I mean,
can't draft this guy this year.
When was the last time he been to a live draft?
I think he was there
Last year.
He was there?
And then
he was drafting like that? That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. I thought he left or something.
Nah, bro. Nope. Took a kicker in the 6th round. Like, it's crazy. Like, he does. I feel like his draft strategy is like, let me grab a QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and then I'll grab a kicker, and then defense, and then my draft is done. No, sir. You need depth, and you're missing out on a lot because that's what holds him back year after year. And I think not Lee, because he didn't play last year. Somebody traded with him, I guess, to actually like save his season somewhat. He still had a chance of somewhat making playoffs, but it didn't help. But then that's why he actually went back-to-back 200 points in the playoff games. So that was insane.
What's funny is he was definitely begging me to trade Kerryon Johnson and Kenny G, like week four and beyond. Like that shit was funny. Like, why am I giving up my two best players at the time for like scrubs?
I remember the one year he was trying to give me Cooper Kupp, and I'm like, bro, I know I'm a Rams fan, but I'm not that hungry for Cooper Kupp, bro. Like he was asking for the butt from me, bro. He was asking for Ty. He was asking for Keenan Allen. I'm like, bro, are you fucking high right now?
He bugging. He bugging.
Tripping. I'm like, hell no, not happening, bro. Like the trades that people do in our league are so fucking filthy. I know Orlando can contest to this as well because he's the filthy.
You know.
But like, bro,
offering Freeman, offering Breida, no.
Nobody traded with me last year. I had no trade, so I don't want to hear that bullshit no more.
But your trades be filthy.
No, we traded. We traded.
Trying to get the upper hand, like open with it. Like this is taking advantage of you right now. I'm getting this guy because I know he's gonna pop off. But I'll give you this guy because he's done. He's sizzled out. He's no use to me anymore.
I gave you Diggs last year for nothing.
Well, to be fair, that still was a fair trade at that time.
How? Because I wanted to veto that shit. I remember that shit.
First of all, Diggs didn't do shit for 5 weeks.
I got frustrated too early.
The highest game he had was like 7 points.
Okay.
I gave up on him way too early, and I was like, fuck this. And I was like, I got to get rid of him. And I had Odell, and he was fucking like every freaking 2 weeks he would have a good game.
But I think that's how Diggs plays. Like, honestly, like most of his touchdowns came from like fucking the deep ball. So it's not like he's going to be the guy, get the slant, slant 3 times a game on 7 targets and shit like that.
He can do slants. Like, I've seen him house slants. It's just Kirk not wanting, throw it to him. He'd rather throw it to Rudolph or Thielen or Cook in the backfield,
Fuck him for life.
I mean, I was your man's. You was very high on him once upon a time.
Fuck him. Disappointment.
Now it's Mark Andrews. I can't wait till he lets you down too. He next to let you down. It was Rudolph. Then it was Vance McDonald. Now it's Mark Andrews.
The Vanimal I missed out on last season, which wasn't bad. JT took him in like the 6th round. I missed out on him, but that's not that bad. Fuck your Steelers for not using him.
I mean, who was our quarterbacks? The fuck?
Some dude named Mason.
Some dude from Duck Dynasty.
It's a terrible name. Duck Dynasty. I hate that show. But
wasn't that guy's name? Duck Hodges or some shit?
Yeah, Devlin
Hodges.
Duck Hodges.
That was his last name. There you go. I think he was better than Mason. He was doing his damn thing.
Mason was doing his damn thing too.
Dobbs, the scientist, big man nigga that looked like
he's on the Jaguars, bro. We traded him early. We traded him early. He was nasty, Madden. Pussy had no eyebrows. No eyebrows.
None. I'm like, how you a scientist with no eyebrows, bro? You look like an evil scientist. But for real, like, I have high hopes for tight ends. Like, the thing is, though, I wait for my tight ends, and they always pop off.
Yes,
I got 2 of mine. I know Orlando knows one. Obviously, I could say it, Noah Fant. That's obviously, one of my sleepers. I think he's going to pop off as well. But my next sleeper, I'm not uttering the name ever. Not on Twitter, not Facebook, not on YouTube, nothing. I'm not even making a video about him.
No, you're supposed to give that information out for your users. That's why they watch you.
Nah, they watch the mainstream, when they copy and paste their bullshit from ESPN or like fucking fantasypros.com, shout out to them.
Michael Fabiano.
There you go.
The GOAT.
Fabiano.
Done let me down so many times.
Bro, his hits are fucking ridiculous, bro.
Word up.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first started, I was looking at them shits, and then I was getting fucking my heart broken every fucking Sunday. I'm like, you son of a bitch, I'm done with you. Fuck you.
He'll be like tough titty. It's not my fault. You should have never listened to me.
Yo,
Like,
his
you actually get paid for this.
His articles be like, yeah, I was wrong last week, but oh well, on to the next week, right? Like, no, nigga, fuck you. You just
It
cost me
really
some
does.
money.
I'm gonna be honest. I only use him for like kickers or the defense.
Playoff time too, knowing he's gonna burn them. I said they run to him come playoff time too, like he's the fucking like God guru that's gonna help them bring home gold, and it's like, nope, you're fucked.
Yep. Who should I start?
Fuck that, bro. Fucking, I had something else on my mind too. I forget, but it had something to do with the y'all Division 1. I think we already covered who's probably going to be your weakest link. Yes,
Nate.
Obviously Nate. But again, he's scary because he makes playoffs. That's the problem.
He does.
That's the fucking problem.
Dan is in our league too.
Like, let's look at it like this: the 6th seed is locked up with Nate's name on it somehow, with 7 wins.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know about that.
You're not getting last place with 7 wins. You're like pushing to make playoffs with 7 wins in our league.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's making playoffs. I made playoffs 2018 with 7 wins.
I almost made playoffs last year.
My
7
point
wins.
exactly. I'm saying whoever gets last place is gonna have like 3 to 4 wins.
Well, yeah, 3 to 4 wins for sure. And
a lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries, no like fucking in-season moves, no waiver wire pickups. That's literally what it comes down to. Like, who was our last place of 2017? Was it Ralph?
Yeah, it was Ralph.
No. It was me, but we had the rule where in the playoffs, if you win it or whatever, whoever comes last in the playoffs. Yeah. It was me season-wise, though. I can't remember how many wins I had.
Actually,
it might have been 3. It might have been 3.
It was Steve Elliott. Steve Elliott came in with two wins. And then it was you.
Okay.
The first year. Then it was you because you lost in the playoffs. That rule is bullshit. I hated that we actually put that in.
We never addressed it, and now we did. So it is what it is.
So essentially it wasn't you, but it was you, 2017, and then Ralph. And then last year it was Dave and Gabe, but we kicked them out. In reality, they came in last 2 years in a row. Because again, that same rule that applied to you applied to Ralph in 2018.
They did.
Which was trash. So we kind of have a figure like who is possibly going to come at the end of the board, but being that 2 of the 3 are gone, it's like it is a mystery who can possibly come at last, honestly. Because I can't really sleep on anybody like 100%. Because like I said, Nate is the fucking kamikaze. He's the fucking scary one that's just floating in the playoffs somehow.
I mean, I'm looking at Dan and Sam personally because like they haven't done anything to stand out, especially Dan the last 2 years. Because has he made the playoffs yet, or has he always been mid?
Mid. I would have to say mid.
Exactly. So
like,
it's boom or bust at this point.
Yeah, boom or bust. But Sam, like I was telling Orlando before, like he just couldn't make the fucking moves. Like he just didn't know who to start. So that scares me that he wises up like, boom, I got this shit this year. Because my man took Sammy Watkins like super late in the draft, and that actually worked out for him.
He drafted so many wide receivers.
Yeah, he did.
I think he had Robert Woods too. Like he had consistent receivers, and he just had like a nice stack of running backs, but he just didn't know who to start, when it came up to matchups. So that worries me that he actually smartens up and be like, oh shit, yeah, I could do this. I could win this. This is easy. But draft day, I'm going to be watching. He asked me 2 questions. He asked me who to take at tight end, and then he asked me who to take for defense, and I told him the Bills. But hear me out.
A great pick.
Yes, but hear me out. I know I said no friends in fantasy.
Collusion?
I felt bad.
I smell collusion.
Damn, you gave him the Sonic treatment, helping niggas out. All right.
No, first of all, stop saying that is not me, bro. Listen, that is nothing to do with me. I
wasn't at that draft. I don't know what went on behind the scenes. I was behind a computer screen.
First of all, Sonic was there. Let's get that open. There's a video of him there. You've seen it. Everybody's seen it. I was not running his team. I was not manipulating him.
Okay.
I was not doing no shiesty shit.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna keep it 100. He offered me $20, right? $20 to re-veto the fucking trade that he had with somebody. I think it was Orlando.
No way.
That's crazy.
I think it was.
That's
I
crazy.
gave him good players.
But he was gonna
You know
pay me
what
$20 to
Nah,
re-veto it.
I gave him like 3 players for
Nah,
fucking for
they
Mike
was
Evans.
not up to par with what you got.
No, oh hell no. No,
No.
definitely not. Definitely not. Because I remember you were fucking you had Michael Thomas and Mike Evans or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. He got Mike Evans.
Yeah,
I had
Mike Evans.
and then I got
Mike
Michael
Evans,
Thomas at the end of the season
Gordon.
by your boy Ralph.
Terrible.
Nah, Melvin Gordon that year was probably his best pick though in 2018. Because I know we were
What?
fucking chopping his ass for taking him over Saquon. Actually, no, Saquon actually panned out better than Melvin Gordon, but it just didn't seem like right that you took him over Odell, you took him over CMC, all these other fucking running backs, but then you
And
ended
I
up
got
with
CMC anyway.
CMC and Melvin Gordon. So there's that.
Because my week 1 matchup, Lee doesn't know how to draft. Calling him out right now, right here. He's a trash drafter.
Nah,
You
it
heard
was questionable, bro. Like the Amari Cooper fucking pick in the second round was just like, what?
Second round. As soon
Hey
as he
man, I
picked
ain't
him,
going to defend that man. He gonna have to come up here to defend himself. But I was looking at him sideways too.
Bro, he tried to
Oh,
justify
yeah.
it because that's when, like, oh my god! And then that season, he got traded to the Cowboys, and then he even was like, "See, I told you guys. See, yeah, it wasn't that bad of a pick."
I'm
That
like,
was his
bro,
saving grace. That
he
was the
started-
year that he did terrible with Oakland when I got him.
Yeah,
I remember that shit.
nah, bro, you can't justify that. I don't care. There's
he
no
had
way.
he had one good week, like his first good game at like week 10. Like, bro, it's too late.
Yeah,
too
that's
late.
after the trade. So I'm like, really, nigga? You gonna justify it after 8 weeks just went by? 8 weeks gone by. Like, see, I told you, he popped off. You cannot justify that pick. I don't care. He's gonna have to go down with that. You can't. There's no way you could justify that in the second round. You take Amari Cooper when he was on Oakland. Let's clarify that. When he was in Oakland,
That is true,
most drops. He had the most drops going that season.
bro. I remember that shit was painful. That shit was
Wide
painful.
receiver 2, arguably behind our Michael Crabtree. Also, most drops of 2017. So therefore, it's like, bro, there's no way in my mind that you went in there knowing like you could tell the fucking future that he was going to the Cowboys, and then he pops off. No,
And he could have
this year.
If he wanted Amari Cooper that bad, like he could have still got him in like the 4th round.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because nobody
after the year that he had, like, come on, man.
Nobody was checking for him, bro. Nobody. I promise you that. Nobody was checking for that man for the simple fact that we knew what he was about. But second round, he tried to justify that. And I'm going to eat him up because he still took Amari Cooper over CMC. I don't care. Knowing the year he was about to have. My man had his own playbook, bro.
I ain't even heard about that.
CMC? Yeah, he had his own playbook. Fire. That's why he's 101 from here on forever.
All right, let me bring up, I feel like a guy who, there's some rookies out there in this year's draft. The bigger names, CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy. The guy from fucking Kansas City, I don't even want to say his name because I hate the Chiefs. But I'm gonna bring up a guy who I don't think he's getting a lot of attention. He went in the 3rd round to the Bucks. His name is Keyshawn Vaughn. I think he could be a sleeper. He could make a push start for the starting position.
Most definitely.
They got Brady. I mean, Brady's not going to be slinging it 50 times a game.
No.
Nope. He gets hit one wrong way, and that's the end of his career. So he could take I think he could take over the starting position. He's got, according to Fantasy Pros website, he has the easiest schedule matchup for running backs. Like the Bucks running backs have the easiest schedule.
I did not know that. I
That
didn't even look that up yet.
they have a decent offensive line. Both of his years in Vanderbilt, he ran for over 1,000 yards. So he's got the capability of being that guy.
What worries me though, two things. I know people aren't riding the Ronald Jones wave, but there's actually a debate going on right now on Twitter. Like people are like going crazy over Ronald Jones. Like this is his year. Like I really don't buy into it. I really think Keyshawn Vaughn can beat him out, but Bruce Arians loves Ronald Jones. Like they're just not going to give up on him.
No, I don't think they'll give
it's
up
to the
on
point.
him.
Yeah, it's to the point where they shipped off Peyton Barber to the fucking Redskins. You know what I mean? For nothing, for like a 7th round pick or some shit like that, and still had Ronald Jones still running a rock at least 10 to 15 times a game. They're not going to give up on him, even though we know as fantasy owners like not to touch him. But I feel like with Keyshawn Vaughn is going to be like super frustrating. But the value you're getting him in drafts, I could take him in the 10th, 11th, 12th round and still have him as a stash as like a RB3-4 and be happy whatever I get out of him. You know what I mean? I possibly will only put him in if one of my guys have a bye week. So I think I'm buying him regardless of the situation that's going on, but I got to make sure I'm not reaching on him. You know what I mean? Like I want to make sure my team is already solid and stacked, and then I can start getting the stashes. But he's definitely set up for success. I think, you know, we all know Brady's not throwing the ball as much as Jameson Winston did because he finished first, you know, in passing attempts. So it's crazy to me. And, you know, I don't see Brady throwing over 4,000 yards this season. So they're going to have to run the ball. So we'll see how that pans out.
I think this is Brady's last season.
It should be. If they lose, like if they go like fucking 8-8, he's out. He's out.
I think as much hype as there is right now around the Bucks because of Brady and mostly because of Brady, but now because of Gronk and shit, like I'm gonna feel bad for the Bucks fans and the team when like this shit just is a like total epic fail. It just doesn't work out for them.
I definitely think it was calculated of like why he wanted to go there. I'm pretty sure he had like 2-3 other offers. I think Oakland was like the next runner up in line. But like if the Bucks don't go to the playoffs, it's like, why did you make all these moves? Why did you get Gronk? Why did you draft a rookie running back with such a high draft capital in the 3rd round? And it's like, got all these moves, all these investments, no playoffs. I think Brady's gone. And he's going to break Tampa Bay fans' hearts badly. Oh, no, we suck again.
Gotta get a top draft pick to replace them if anything. So they're gonna be happy to be stuck in.
My thing is though, they should have drafted like maybe a top prospect quarterback, knowing that Brady's not going to be there longer than 2 years. Like that's as a GM, you should be already thinking about that. But they're in a win now situation right now. I mean, they have the chance to take the division, but
I think they did a good job. Just they had to put pieces around Brady, shore up the old line, and they did a good job doing so. So win now or draft for the future. I'll take win now because they'll probably get the championship.
They could have balanced that out though. You don't think like grabbing a top prospect quarterback?
Nah, because I believe their 2nd round pick was an old lineman. The only other quarterback around there was Jalen Hurts, and that went to the Eagles. So like, I don't think that was worth it.
Nah,
it's about to be Wentz last year as a starter.
I hope so. I like to see Eagles fans struggle.
I'm tired of seeing Wentz jerseys. Take them shits off. Fuck out of here.
He has done nothing.
Go Wentz wagon.
Yo, he really hasn't. Like, don't get me wrong, he's good. You know, he's a fine quarterback. But I hate the fans more. That's my problem. I like to see them miserable. I like when they're not.
3 or 4 of them in our league.
Yes, it's fucking annoying.
Every time I
Like,
see my
do you
group
see
chat,
the
I want to
Sundays?
vomit.
Do you see the group chat on Sundays? It's like
Bro,
Bro, I had
Eagles.
to leave at some point. I think it was
That's
like
it.
week 6 I had to leave.
Fucking Eagles chat. That's what it turned into. Our fantasy
Mhm.
chat turned into the Eagles chat every fucking Sunday. Put that shit on snooze.
Yep.
Talk to me about trades, not about fucking Wentz overthrowing fucking Deshaun Hurt Jackson. Like, I don't give a
Right.
fuck.
I mean, last year we could leave because it was all iPhones. Now we just locked in, so we just don't have to deal with that
Oh,
shit.
we are locked in this year, and
Yep.
I apologize. I do
Mine,
apologize. But
mine just stays on quiet. Like I don't ever get the notifications, and I look at my phone and I see there's like 40 messages. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
you know what I wish you can do? I wish you could just at people so they get the notification if you're talking to them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They should
Yeah.
like, put that into phones like by now. It's 2020. What the fuck? I think we could just
iPhone will probably have it, but like Android will still fuck it up
True.
just because it's not compatible.
Yeah. I fucking hate that though. Like that's so dumb. Make them compatible. Like goddamn.
It's the
I
same thing
actually
with Xbox and PlayStation. They don't want to cooperate.
Nope. That's sad. But I honestly think we could chop up this year, 2020, chop it up. I'm no longer gonna say, this is our year ever again because look how that turned out. Everybody's saying new year, new me, 2020. My vision's on everything. Everything's clear, and then we get fucked. Thank you. So 2021, we're gonna hit the reset button. We're just gonna keep quiet, keep positive vibes, and hopefully this fantasy season, I bring home the gold. I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to get that.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I'm the best candidate. I'm the best champion you guys had.
Here goes my
that, right?
Nah.
here goes my bold prediction for this season. Laquan doesn't make the playoffs.
Honestly, like your championship team is
it's a bold prediction. I'm okay with
your
that.
championship team is worse than Orlando's championship team. To be honest, Orlando's championship team is the best one.
Pull it up.
I definitely had the best championship.
He had the best team.
Pull it up.
He had the best team.
I orchestrated. I created the greatest team on paper.
Pull up my team. Pull up 2017. Pull up my team if you can.
Nope, I can't.
You know what?
You got
1
lucky.
second.
I can't.
You got lucky, dude.
Here you go. This man upset, man. He don't want to admit it that he had the second best championship team.
No, he didn't. I forget how many points he scored in the championship game. I know it was a lot. Oh my god!
Get that piece of shit out of here, man.
Bro, nobody can even see that.
Here it is, championship team. Let's go over it.
Gosh. We don't have time. We don't have the time.
I want to hear this. How the hell did I beat you guys with Julio
Can we
Jones?
mute him?
I beat you guys with Julio Jones, Todd Gurley, Christian McCaffrey, Michael Crabtree, Larry Fitzgerald, Kyle Rudolph, and Cooper Kupp. And I see Jeremy Hill at the bottom of my fucking draft list. Jesus Christ.
That wasn't your final.
Anyway. Yes, because I added Michael Thompson to that squad by trading Cooper Kupp.
Who?
Michael Thompson.
Who's that? Michael Thompson?
Saints.
What the fuck is that? Thomas?
What?
All right. Michael Thomas?
Yeah. What did I say?
He said Thompson.
Thompson.
Oh, shit. Fail. MP. So, therefore, I think I had the best championship team. There's no way you could have beat me. There's no way. I ended up with Michael Thomas, CMC, Todd Gurley, Julio Jones. Get raped.
Okay.
We're talking about Melvin Gordon, CMC, and a bunch of supporting cast of his championship run. Please enlighten me.
You know what I propose? Let's see. We've been in. This is our fourth league year.
Yeah.
I'd say at year 10, whoever hasn't won a championship game, like whoever hasn't won a championship, is kicked out, and whoever's won a championship stays in the league, and it's just like the League of Champs for 1 year. They just fucking battle it out.
That'd be dope. But we gotta have consistent members because we still have an influx of new people.
True. I think right now I can say JT's in for good. Like he's gelling in well.
Yeah, he's solid.
Sam, I don't know yet. I'll be honest, I don't know yet. Everybody else is pretty in here for good. You know what I mean? There's only literally two really somewhat question marks, and that's the new faces. But Kyle, I think he'll hang around as well.
I hope he does. I look forward to spanking that ass every year. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Keep drafting like me, Kyle. Please.
Now, what I'm going to do is, because this is killing me, I'm going to do a poll on Twitter of who had the better championship team. I'm only going to pick 6 players, 5 or 6 players, and then we'll see.
No, just take the championship team. Just like copy and paste it. Take a screenshot of it.
Dude, I had Russell Wilson, Melvin Gordon, CMC, Mike Evans, Michael Thomas.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody was beating him. That was the year I was in the playoffs. Like, even if I beat Roman, I wasn't going to put up points against him. Like,
I put up like 195 points, I think.
That shit was a dub.
Don't worry. It's all good. Y'all can hate.
Your team would not have
beaten. I'm not even hating.
Are you serious?
Bro, my team scored 195 points.
Listen, we're going to do a stat breakdown. That's what the hell we're going to do. You're telling me your team would have beat a Julio Jones that was actually scoring touchdowns. Todd Gurley for his revenge fucking tour that went the fuck off with 20 touchdowns. CMC.
Melvin Gordon.
CMC on his fucking breakout year.
Young CMC.
On his breakout year.
Not prime CMC.
The year I had him was his
not prime CMC. That is true.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
No. I don't think so. I think 2017 was his breakout year.
No.
Oh, wait, you're right.
Rookie. You had him as a rookie.
Yeah, you had him in his rookie year. He didn't break out in his rookie season. Saquon broke out in his rookie season.
Yup.
And I had him, but I still fucking lost.
That's right.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. We're going to do a stat breakdown, motherfucker. And we'll compare. We'll put the polls on Twitter, and we'll see.
It's not going to happen, though. You know why? Because he's going to see that my team was better, and he's like, no, I'm not putting this up. He's gonna forget all about it. He's gonna forget all about it.
Right.
I actually want to know. I want to compare because I know we both shared Michael Thomas, and I think we shared
CMC.
That's it. That's the only player we shared in our championship win.
No, you had CMC.
So we'll see.
Didn't you?
Oh yeah, and CMC. Yeah.
I had him the better season.
You just dick ride. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Get out of here.
Taking my draft style. He was like, I gotta get CMC now. Oh yeah.
I got him in the second round. After you and me, because like 3 people passed on him twice for him to come back to me.
Look, to be fair, I took Saquon, so you can't say shit about me.
I think it was
actually
you.
Because I ended up taking Keenan Allen.
I think it was you, Ralph,
me,
Lee,
Dave, and Ralph. Yeah,
and Dave.
Yeah. Fuck.
And it's crazy because if you watch my confession on that draft, it was right after I drafted Melvin. I was like, yo, I just drafted Melvin, and I'm if CMC falls to me, that's my guy. Boom, what happens? He falls right to me.
Wait. What's funny is that same round, my man Nate took Zach Ertz.
Yeah,
same fucking round.
Oh my god,
legendary. I hope we do that again. Week 1 is going to be fun.
No, Desmond did it last year. If you watched the video last year when he took Hunter Henry, I was like,
That's another person.
Yeah.
That man panicked something crazy.
Bro, the panic is going to be so fucking funny because it happens every year now. Like, I can't wait to see who it is this year.
All right, Kyle.
I cannot wait. Oh, definitely Ralph. He like, yo, who you drafting? All right, I got you. All right, let's wrap this bitch up. It was live. I mean, I think we got your rocks off. Talking Smoke the Rancher. And
who's not a rival.
I think Rancher's your rival. Yeah, I think we confirmed that.
He's not a rival. He hasn't beaten me since 2017. Not a rival. Same with you. You haven't beaten me since 2017. None.
Talk is spicy, but we're going to wrap this up. I mean, we'll see you guys next week for another episode of the Fantasy Trash Talkers. I want to thank Zoe for coming on today, my league mate, talking his smoke. And you'll probably see him pop up again during the season or before the season, and He'll be
before the season, right before the draft.
Yeah, he'll be around. And I got to thank my co-host Orlandito, my man, co-host of the Fantasy Trash Talkers. We'll be back next week. We got a special episode next week, though. We're not going to have any special guests on, so we're going to be going with some rapid fire questions. So I'll see you guys next week for another great episode of Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ. Peace.